Bali, a place you've probably heard of, and also a place I've been fortunate enough to call home. An island full of natural beauty, spirituality, and, without over-exaggeration, the kindest people I've ever met. Unfortunately, Bali's popularity is taking toll on the island. The number of tourists increases every year, real estate development is out of control, and the beautiful rice fields that Bali is so famous for are replaced by luxury villas, massive beach clubs, or world-class gyms, never to be green again. More and more people come to Bali just because they heard it's cool from their favorite influencers' Instagram, rather than to experience the unique Balinese culture. Despite these challenges, for me, Bali remains one of the most beautiful places in the world. And luckily, there are people across the island who work tirelessly to showcase its authentic beauty to those who are willing to open their eyes. One such organization is Astungkara Way, and in order to experience Bali like never before, I decided to join them on a trekking trip through the island. And this is what happened. We started our trek at 4 p.m. near a beautiful old tree. Banyan trees are considered sacred in Bali because they are a symbol of unity, power, and eternal life. Balinese people also believe that they are inhabited by gods. After an hour of walking and chatting with other pilgrims, we arrived at a traditional Balinese estate run by a local family. We spent the rest of the day learning about Balinese culture, traditions, and even cooked a Balinese meal. The next day, we started early with the traditional Balinese breakfast and a coffee. After breakfast, we packed our stuff and, accompanied by a local farmer and a priest, we headed out. On our walk, which took about 2.5 hours, we strolled through local villages and learned about different wild plants, what are they good for, and how to use them.
The hair, because this one, if you take off, it's a little bit like jelly. So that's why we use this one. This has come from the tongue.
We also walked through rice fields, learned about the water system in Bali, and briefly touched on the importance of farming. Our next stop was a sacred spring, where we took part in a cleansing ritual with the help of a local Balinese priest. Definitely an experience I would recommend to everyone. After the ritual, we felt refreshed, energized, and ready for the second part of the trek. It took us another 2 hours and countless breathtaking views before we arrived at our next stop. Sandan Natural is an organic farm run by Wahyu and Ayu, a young Balinese couple who have decided to leave the tourism sector in Canggu and reconnect back to their roots and the land.
Jadi story Sandan karena dulu COVID hit Bali, jadi saya berhenti bekerja dan memulai perkebunan ini dibantu oleh teman, dan teman membantu dengan sistem regeneratif, dan saya juga belajar dari visit kebun lain dan juga belajar di YouTube. Jadi untuk perubahan dulu dan sekarang sangat berbeda. Dulu bekerja di Canggu, biasanya setelah bekerja saya tidur, dan sekarang lebih sehat karena kita dapat menumbuhkan sayur dan juga olahraga dari pekerjaan saya ini. Dan dulu juga saya dan sekarang saya mengerti gimana akan kesehatan. Perasaan saya sangat senang juga bisa mengembalikan ekosistem yang hilang, dan juga saya sangat senang saya bisa menumbuhkan sayuran, dan saya juga bisa jual tumbuhan sendiri, bisa berbagi makanan sehat untuk ya orang lain. Motif saya untuk anak-anak muda, jangan takut untuk mencoba. Saya ini juga mencoba dari nol, gimana itu naik turun. Petani itu bukan kelas bawah, ini juga petani itu kelas atas. Kalau ada petani, semua orang tidak bisa makan.
We spend the rest of our afternoon and evening relaxing and talking to each other. As usual in Bali, we woke up to a beautiful sunrise and the sounds of roosters. We knew that the day would be long, as there was a 25-kilometer hike through the mountains and the jungle in front of us. Luckily, we were well rested from our stay at the farm and the weather was on our side. We started the hike by entering a beautiful bamboo forest. Bamboo is one of the most sustainable building materials there is, and thanks to its fast growth, it's very accessible in Bali. As we were moving through the landscape, I was very surprised at how the vegetation changed. From a beautiful bamboo forest to an almost European-looking forest, which reminded me of my childhood in Czech Republic, and then to an old Balinese rainforest with trees of incredible sizes and age. While crossing the rainforest, I tried to find out more about what Astungkara Way stands for, and this is what I found. Astungkara is a saying in Balinese, and it roughly translates to hope or let's hope. And so Astungkara Way as an organization hopes that by bringing tourists closer to authentic Balinese culture through providing sustainable tourism activities while creating opportunities for local farmers and other businesses, they can reignite the connection to nature that a lot of us humans have forgotten. Because they believe that it's through that connection that we start thinking about the impact our everyday actions have on the environment. I could really see the heart-based commitment every team member and ranger has.
Kalau saya sudah masuk di dalam hutan, saya merasakan tenang, damai, peaceful. Ya begitu indahnya karena alam memberikan kita semua oksigen, juga makanan, air, itu yang sangat kita butuhkan. Ya karena menurut saya alam itu sangat-sangat penting untuk menjaga keharmonisan kita di dalam sebuah hubungan antara alam, antara Tuhan dan manusia. Itu sangat penting kita menjaga alam, bukan untuk generasi sekarang tapi untuk generasi seterusnya. Karena manusia sangat membutuhkan sesuatu dari alam, tapi alam tidak pernah membutuhkan manusia untuk merusak itu semua. Saya sangat merasakan sedih apabila melihat orang yang menebang pohon, merusak alam, berburu binatang. Karena itu merupakan sesuatu yang harus kita jaga, bukan kita rusak. Saya berharap kepada anak-anak muda, generasi muda, agar bisa menjaga tradisi Bali, agama juga, culture-nya, dan alam kita terutama, karena sangat-sangat penting bagi kita untuk menjaga alam, untuk kedepannya, untuk kehidupan selanjutnya.
Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. This time I tried something different. I used my own voiceover, which I usually don't do. But the reason why I did it is because when I joined the trek with Astungkara Way, I actually had no idea what I'm gonna do with the footage. And so by using voiceover, I could give it a little bit of a form, and I could also express my feelings and my thoughts about this topic. And as I said in the beginning, it is really sad to see the beautiful rice fields being destroyed all around just in order to build villas that are usually meant for business. And I'm not against development and growth, but I think that it should be done with sustainability and with longevity in mind. And unfortunately, that's not what is happening in a lot of cases here in Bali. On the other side, as you can see, there's organizations like Astungkara Way who are doing amazing things. And if you are in Bali or if you plan to visit Bali, I highly recommend you to check them out. I'll leave the link in the description, and they have multiple experiences, you know, multi-day treks, few-day treks, farming experiences, so you can really connect with nature and with the Balinese authentic culture. Now, let me know if you have any questions, and also let me know if you like the video, because as I said, the voiceover is something I don't do too often, and I was quite hesitant in the beginning. But to be absolutely honest, I quite enjoyed doing it. So let me see if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, covering different types of topics that are close to my heart. And I'll see you next Tuesday with a new video. And it's gonna be a good one. Peace.